What is going on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. I am bringing you the third episode of the Be a GM series. Now, today I've actually recorded the second episode. So if you have not watched the third one, do not go back and watch the second one because else you won't know what's going on. So in last video, just a little recap here. We did make a couple of we made one trade. We traded Jared Cowan away to Vancouver for a young prospect in Hunter Shinkarik and Luca Spiza. And we also traded away a depth guy, but he wasn't going to do anything anyway. So we are at February 1st. We only had Erik Karlsson make the All-Star game last week, if I can actually scroll over things correctly. But we did go terrible in that month, so hopefully we can rebound from that in this month. So what I did was I actually made a couple of not roster changes. I keep saying that. A couple of lineup moves. Now you may see him instantly, but you may see him not. I did add Mahalik back to the lineup because I think the problem in the last video was we were not scoring enough goals. Now Mahalik, however struggling, is a sniper and is a proven guy in the NHL. And he's a former first-round pick, but he's getting old. I know he's only 30, but he's been in the league forever. But 4 points in 35 games. We had to take him on the lineup, but we have to put him back in now because we need more goals. So hopefully on this new third line, we can improve that a lot. So I did add Lazar back into the mix and moved him from the right wing back to the center. And we added Shayson. We actually moved him up instead of Condra, and we actually did send Condra down to the AHL, and I added Chris Neal back in, so we give this more of a fourth line look. I know Greening's still two-way forward, but however, he should be fine there. So we added a couple guys to the third line here, so hopefully that will make it better. And I made one move. I took Phillips out of the lineup, and I put in Gryba. So that way we have a totally not offensive minded, but a more mobile top four and a more defensive bottom pair. So with last video we had I said we need more scoring. Now with our top six, MacArthur, people are saying that I need to get rid of, but he is putting up points. He does have a lengthy contract, but he is putting up points, so I'm happy with that. Maybe a little bit more out of him. Maybe I should be about 40, maybe a little bit more, couple more goals. But with Bobby Ryan in this line, I don't think he really needs to put that up. Turris performing very well. Maybe a little bit more points again, especially playing on the first line. And then Bobby Ryan, he should be a solid goal scorer on this line, but however, he's still up there in points. But I mean, we got him locked up basically for the rest of his career, so that's good. And then Hoffman, this is the young gun line, I think. Hoffman definitely performing very, very well. 41 points. That's not bad at all. So Zibanejad, the center of the line, that's good second line numbers right now. But if you want to step it up, work that first line. Stone's potential, I don't know what happened to that. It's kind of low. It should be like a 3.5 green star. I'm not really sure what happened to that. But anyway, 31 points. I expect a lot more out of that. But maybe we don't really have a solid guy to put there. So, I mean, Stone with the young gun line should work. And then, obviously, with our bottom six, you just saw the changes I made. Now, I did go through and actually change some lines in Binghamton, but I'm not going to bore you with those. Just to get the potential guys in the lineup and working together. So, I'm not going to bore you too much. I just wanted to show you guys the changes I made. And we're actually going to work up to the trade deadline. So, if we actually want to make any trades, this will be the last video to do it. So, I am going to speed up. We do have a lot of good competition this month. So, it actually comes up very fast in March. So, we're actually going to submit to March 1st. So, with this team, I think if we're going to look for anything, it's either a top six forward that or probably a right wing that could perform and put up big numbers for us. I know Stone is an up-and-coming guy that's putting up points in real life, but we need him in the series right now. So if we get a solid guy for there, then we can end up moving Shayson back down to the fourth line, adding Stone to that third line. Hopefully that would help Mahalik out a lot, and then we could get that fourth line going. And we're actually the third line, I should say, not the fourth line. But the fourth line obviously was performing before we made all those changes, but after we need need those guys to still step up and do good. So Zibanejad actually just took over Carlson in goals, and Zibanejad, Hoffman and Zibanejad are fighting for the top spot in goals at now 19. And Carlson made his way back up to the top of the assist leaderboard. And Spiza is actually, not anymore. I would say he's going to be our leading plus-minus guy. But Stone still top penalty minutes. And Anderson, I think that number doesn't speak too loudly at 19 wins, because he's been in for most of them. Most of the games, but we are losing a ton of games, and I'm not sure why. Now, about more than halfway through the month here, and we are just losing like crazy. However, Buffalo, I mean, that's not really too much of a great win. It's kind of funny looking at that Florida Panthers lineup with Jágr and Heatley both in the same lineup. Jágr, how long is he actually going to play? He says he wants to play until he's 50, or until people just kick him out and just don't give him a contract. But I don't know. If he's still got the work ethic and he's still got the body to do it, then I say go for it. I mean, I don't know what teams are actually going to sign you when you're like 50 years old, but I mean, what is he, 43 now, and he's still moving up the scoring list and or the scoring records, I should say, and he's still performing pretty well. So we are at the end of the month. I don't exactly know what our record was for the month, so we're going to go to calendar and figure that out. So let's hopefully get some good news here. Alright, so we start out 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 5-5, 5-6, 6-6, 7-6. So we did have a little bit of a better month. A little bit. I mean, we do have one more win, but wow. Let's see. Are the games even close? We got 1 goal game, 1 goal game, 1 goal game, 2 goal game. Okay, that was a blowout. 1 goal game. So we are actually bringing it close in our games, which is good. But we need to finish things off once we have that 1 goal game. So Mahalik, he was a big question mark in my head, at least. I don't know if it was in yours, but let's go see how he did. He's not a center, but I'm gonna check. Zibanejad, as I said, he put up a couple more goals. I don't remember how many goals he had before, but it seems to be like he jumped up a little bit. Turris, what? He's not performing that well anymore. So maybe that's another reason. That first line has kind of gone cold. Hoffman jumped up there, so we might end up making a couple lineup changes or line changes to try to jumpstart some people. Chris Neal back in the lineup, kind of doing the same thing Condra did. So we might end up bringing someone up, a young guy, because I mean at this point of the season, I'll have to check the standings, but we're not doing very good. So Spiza, and all right, so he's put up good points. I mean he is playing with Carlson, so Carlson putting up majority of the points there. Spiza actually has 1 more game, so he's probably gonna finish with 83 games played, which is kind of weird. But Phillips and Greiba. I took Phillips out of the lineup, but Greiba, I think we definitely need to upgrade that spot. So if we definitely get a two-way defenseman or an offensive defenseman or something for that third line, that might help us out a lot. However, this looks good, but this, oh my goodness, this is a number that's bugging me here. The overtime losses. However, overtime losses are points, but we definitely don't need to be losing them. So that basically adds. We haven't. No, I turned shootouts off. That's right. Because shootouts are lame in this game. So wow. So he's actually 22 and 26. So here's the question I'm gonna leave to you guys. I kind of want to make this move. It's gonna be kind of risky, but kind of not. We are still going positive in wins. Actually, no, we're tied. Well, technically tied 30-30. We do still have a chance for playoffs. So I don't want to dramatically change the things that I thought. I thought we were sitting in like a Florida spot right now where we were kind of way out, but if we kind of make something risky, we might end up doing something great. But Buffalo, obviously, bottom of the league. Arizona, Edmonton, Winnipeg's actually down there too. So it looks like Buffalo's going to win the race for McDavid. But at the trade deadline, I'm going to make some lineup changes first. I wish we had a whole another month that we could simulate before this happened, because I do want to try out these changes. But here's a couple of moves I did want to make. MacArthur, I want to move him down a little bit. Just 1 line. But Hoffman, I want to move him up. He seems to be doing very, very well down there. But here's the other move I want to make. This may be risky here, but Ryan, I'm going to move him down for now. I want to give this new first line a chance, because Hoffman is a goal scorer. However, he's a playmaker, but he is a goal scorer. 53 points in 60 games. You can't really look over his numbers. In the AHL a couple years ago, last year, he went up and he stayed in the AHL. He did very, very well. I did watch him that entire season. He was phenomenal. He just scoring off his butt. He's doing that numbers again. So if we can get up 30 goals out of him, I'd be very, very happy. If not, then he's still been a huge success to us. We do have to resign him after this year, but we'll wait to the offseason to worry about that. Turris, another guy that definitely should be putting up points, but he is struggling a little bit as of late. So we do need to just shake things up just a little bit and try to get things going. Stone, 41 points. I'm trying to get that goal scoring up, but I don't really know how to do that with this team. Now, it's basically changing goal scorers here. So I want to see if Stone and Turris can work together with Hoffman and just score goals and just do it incredibly amazing. Now, I'm going to leave this second line the same. I don't really like the double two-way forward, because I would love to put a playmaker on the second line. But you know what? What is Zibanejad doing? I want to try something here. 37, but he is scoring goals. I mean, he's got more goals than Turris, but 49. What did I say for that one? 49, 37. I think Turris deserves a spot in the first line, but I was gonna say if we put Ryan back on the first line where he deserves to be, then I don't know how the second line's gonna perform. I know we have a star-studded first line, but what's the second line gonna do? I'm not sure. But here's the big question mark that is bugging me the entire video. Mahalik. He had 4 points, 2 and 2. Hopefully, you haven't done anything. Are you joking? This is why I'm keeping in the lineup. Really? All right, Lazar had about 8 points last time, I think. So he's went up a little bit, but that's not where we need him to be. Chiason's put up a little bit more goals. That's nice to see. This fourth line, I don't even know what to think about this. I mean, it's just grinders. Neil's definitely gone off this year. I don't want him anymore. So if you don't retire, you're gone anyway. Smith's perfect fourth line center. I do like that. His penalty minutes are low, which is nice. Greening, you are making way too much, but you are actually putting up points this year, which is good. So I like that. So here's the big question mark again. Mahalik, it is a trade deadline, so we could do something there just to get a guy in here. But we are still trying to make the playoffs, so we can't really ruin the future too much. So I think if we're going to make any moves, it should be Mahalik. But let's actually go on the trade deadline. Let's see what's actually... Alright, let's go to the trade block. See if there's anything available that we can actually pick up. Now, at third line, I don't know why that's still there. But obviously you can see that. So we have these guys on the trade block. And I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but in one BGM that I played, I actually put, I think it was a goalie, I'm not really sure, but there was a guy on the trade block that he wasn't on there to begin with. I took him, he was doing bad in the season. I put him on the trade block. He started doing better, and I took him back off, and he started doing worse. So I kept him on the trade block, and he actually led the team in scoring at the end of the year. So that's what I was trying to do with Anderson, but he ended up not doing what I hoped he was going to do. But these two guys I definitely want out of Ottawa right now. Avlat. Here's the question. I'm going to leave. Do we want to make this move? Let me get it set up here so you guys can see. Should we make this move? Now, here's the situation. Mahalik, third line scoring guy that's not performing. He's got 3 years left at, it's $4 million, which, so I mean, he's taking up tons of money for the next 3 years. Or we could trade a guy that's 3 years older that's actually performing, that's 1 year. So even if he doesn't perform the rest of the year, at least we got him out of here with a contract, and we have a guy that's going to be probably out next year anyway, but he's performing. So here's the question I'm going to leave to you. I might end up just recording a bunch of BGMs in a row here and just kind of posting them, because I do actually like doing this series. And I do have a couple other video plans that I want to get to eventually here, and a couple when my brother comes home. But here's the trade I'm gonna leave for you guys for the next video, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. and let me know if you well, I can't even talk. Let me know if we should make any other moves, and let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. But anyway, guys, that's in the video, and I'll see you later.